My high school cross country coach slid in my little sister's DMs. I ran cross country in high school, and our coach was always kind of weird. We not weird like a bad guy, just weird like probably on the spectrum. We all thought he had like a slight case of autism, isn't that like what is it, Ashburgers or Asperger?
Hamburger.
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 I don't know how you properly pronounce it. Not trying to offend anyone, but he just had some really odd tendencies. It was a couple years after I graduate college. I'm at work one day and I get a text from my sister. Hey, look at this. And it's a screenshot of a DM on Facebook from my old cross country coach to her that says, hey, how you doing? I'm like, what the fuck? At first, I thought it was a prank, right? So I text my close friends from high school, Griff, Beef, and 7-5. I'm like, hey, did you guys make a spoof account of our coach and send this? Because he didn't treat me and my buddies well as cross-country runners. Like, we did not get along. It wasn't like one of those coaches who's a mentor to you and you're cool with. Like, he's a homie once you graduate and get older and you stay in touch. Like, no. Like, we were not like that. Nor were we in touch recently. Like, this is out of left field. I want to say my sister was a sophomore or junior in college at the time. So that DM is just, obviously it's nothing illegal, but it's almost like, bro, that's just fucking disrespectful. Like, you don't slide into my sister's DMs like that. And it'd be different if it was like hey, I'm trying to get in touch with your brother. What's his new phone number or something along those lines. Like, if it was a reasonable message, fine. But hey, like just a hey, like that's sliding in the DMs, bro. Like, don't tell me you're not trying to slide in the DMs. So once all my buddies say, no, it wasn't us, like, is this a prank or something? I straight up text my old coach, what the hell, dude? Don't slide in my sister's DMs. And he's like, I was just trying to be nice, Thomas. Relax. No. You weren't trying to be nice, bro. You're trying to slide into 20, 21-year-old girls' DMs. You're 30, 40 years old, bro. Because he was like, I actually don't know how old he was. He was like, I think he was in his early mid-30s when we were running in 2016. So he would have been late 30s, early 40s, sending my sister a DM. It felt really disrespectful. Like, usually I'm cool with that type of stuff. Like, oh, haha, I'll laugh that off. But you don't fucking DM my sister, bro. Like, that's out of pocket. And super out of line as like a high school coach. You hate to make assumptions because I'm not that type of person. But I'm like, so she's been around the cross country team since she was a middle schooler, early high school. So like, have you been looking at my sister the whole time and now you decide to DM her? I get it. Like, I know that some girls are cool having an older guy in their lives or whatever, but like, not my sister. My sister had a boyfriend at the time. My sister's in college. You don't DM my sister, bro. So I just told him, like, never do that again. I just dropped it and let it go after that. In my head, I'm like, if he ever DM'd my sister again, motherfucker's getting his ass beat. Like, I will find him and go beat his fucking ass because you just don't do that. That's just inappropriate behavior, in my opinion. It would be one thing if it was a random older guy that DM'd a 22-year-old girl, because obviously in today's society, that's a normal thing that happens. And we all have slid in the DMs in a questionable way, right? I know all my guys out there have done it, whether they're proud of it or not. Let's just admit it. We've all slid in the DMs. So that part of it, I understand. But in that particular dynamic, you know that you're DMing a former athlete that you coached sister, little sister. It ain't like she was your age. If it was an older sister, I probably wouldn't even have given a shit. But like my younger sister who's still in college, bro, that's fucking out of line. Don't do that shit. To all my guys out there who have younger sisters and a coach in any sport that just seems a little overly friendly, keep an eye on it, because that type of shit to me, totally fucking out of line. I would, if I was an administrator, I'd fire someone who did that. But that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, there's nothing illegal. Like, there's no grounds and that's where you get into the legal system, right? Like, obviously, there's no grounds in that situation. Like, she's 18. All you said was, hey, like, you can't really prove the intent behind it. But just so, like, I lost a lot of respect for him as a man. I went to a Catholic high school. We're taught, this is a coach that was teaching us morals, values, like more than just like how to be a young man, not just how to run cross country. So to do that, it just really, really made me question him as a human being, And again, I probably shouldn't be judgmental. Like I said, maybe I'm being defensive or judgmental, but when you look at the whole dynamic of the situation, it just seemed super inappropriate and out of line. So yeah, Watch the DMs. Watch your sister's DMs. You got a little sister. Monitor that shit. Monitor that shit. And I got to cut my sister's boyfriend some slack, Clayne. I'll give you a shout out on here because it's one of those things I think everybody knows as a brother. It wouldn't matter if it was the stud of the earth. You know what I mean? Like, you're never good enough for my sister. That's my initial reaction to whoever my sister brings home. If you're going to date my sister, you better be in it for a long haul and you better fucking respect her because if you don't, we're going to have a problem. So that's today's episode. Hope everybody's well, and we'll be back soon. Talks with Tom.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street and bake, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more.
So that, I guess my whole reason in bringing this up in this story is